I'm Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. It's hard to believe that this is going to be the third Christmas that I'm coming and giving a Christmas message here for my channel. It seems just like yesterday, but some of you have been with me for all three Christmases, and as you know, I like to do a little Christmas story or message every year, and this year is no exception. I want to thank everybody for supporting me throughout the year, those that have been with me from the start, and those of you that have just recently subbed. It takes all of you to help the channel grow, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the community of other YouTube channels that have been incredibly helpful and supportive, and then I appreciate each and every one of you that are just subscribers that don't have channels, but you come and watch anyway. You're the ones that build my channel. So I wanted to thank you all for that, and you can see my tree. Oh Lord, I'll tell you what, I just finally got it finished decorating. I had the tree up 3 weeks ago, but I just finished decorating it. I was working a lot of overtime, and it's been a challenge. But I finally just started vacation, and I'm off for Christmas, so that's going to be a real treat this year. So here's my Christmas story for this year. If you want to see the one I did for last year, that was the story of the old one, which is always a favorite. But this is a good one too, and it doesn't matter what your faith or what your beliefs. I think the message comes across pretty clear no matter what it is. So here we go. The story of the Christmas guest. This was actually from originally an old German legend, so it's really appropriate for my channel. And it was adapted by Helen Steiner Rice. It happened one day at the year's wide end. Two neighbors called on an old-time friend. They found his shop, so meager and mean, made bright with 1,000 boughs of green. And Conrad was sitting with face ashine when he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine. And he said, "Old friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me and said, 'I'm coming, your guest to be.' So I've been busy with feet astir, strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread and the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I will wait for my Lord to appear, and listen closely so I will hear his step as he nears my humble place, and I open the door and look on his face." So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. For long since his family had passed away, and Conrad had spent a sad Christmas day. But he knew with his Lord as Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and the best. He listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start, and look for the Lord to be standing there in answer to his earnest prayer. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he saw on the snow-covered ground was a shabby beggar whose shoes were torn, and all of his clothes were ragged and worn. So Conrad was touched and went to the door, and he said, "Your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and a coat that will keep you warmer too." So with a grateful heart the man went away, but as Conrad noticed the time of day, he wondered what made his dear Lord so late, and how much longer he would have to wait. When he heard a knock, he ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more, a bent old crone with a shawl of black, a bundle of branches piled on her back. She asked for only a place to rest, but that was reserved for Conrad's guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Let me rest for a while on Christmas Day." So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were passing away. The Lord had not come, as he said he would, and Conrad felt sure that he had misunderstood. Out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me, where am I?" He stood disappointed, as twice before, but shook off his sadness and went to the door. It was only a child who had wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make this little girl glad. So he called her in and he wiped her tears, and he quieted all her childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more, but as he entered his darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had passed away. So he went to his room and he knelt down to pray, and he said, "Dear Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? For I wanted so much your face to see." When soft in the silence a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor. 3 times I came to your lonely door. For I was the beggar with bruised and cold feet. I was the woman that you gave to eat. And I was the child on the homeless street." That's my Christmas message for this year, everybody. Look forward to the new year. I'll probably have something out for that this coming week. Some more recipes. I didn't get to do half of what I wanted to do this year, but was happy with the Helga's Happy Holidays, and probably add to it here over New Year's. And then I'm starting something a little new for January, and I'll also be getting back to Cast Iron Wednesdays and the Weeknight Wonders. So once again, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Hanukkah's already passed, but I hope you celebrated and had a wonderful holiday. Winter solstice was yesterday, and gosh, before we know it, Christmas Eve, and Christmas is going to be here. So, to all of you, from me, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. If you liked what you saw, like, subscribe, and join me next time here in Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking.